Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, and I hope that you're all doing very well. We are once again midway through the week, and today I'm going to tell you something. If you are in a situation where you're feeling uncomfortable, the reason why you may be feeling uncomfortable is because that situation is an opportunity for you to grow. And I speak to you because even right now, things have been going well, thank God. Things have been looking up. I am happy where I'm at, but not satisfied. Always shooting to get better. But I'm being challenged in ways that I've understood through experience. I've understood that this is a time where I am developing. I am gaining new skills, abilities, and all that stuff helps. It really helps. It opens doors. It creates opportunities. So it's not pleasant when you're feeling uncomfortable. It's just not a pleasant feeling. And I'm gonna use fitness with this because I enjoy fitness. In fitness, it's like that. In order for you to go to that next level, you cannot be comfortable. You know, when you're doing the same weights over and over, your body adjusts to that weight to some degree. But it comes to the point that it's like, you know, deep inside, you know, like, man, I'm doing my thing, but I know I gotta push harder. I know it's time to increase. And when you increase, of course, it's uncomfortable, but that's where the growth is in the uncomfort. And I'm not talking about pain. I'm not talking about, you know, the pain of you know, you feeling bad or horrible. You know, I'm talking about when you're uncomfortable, it's just not pleasant. It's not a good feeling, but it's necessary in order for you to grow. And if you're willing to go through that process of uncomfort, that's when the growth happens. I remember my first day in my new assignment in this field that I'm working in. I was so lost. I felt so lost. I felt like I was, I don't know where. Like, it's like if I'm in the woods and I just can't find my way. But I was patient. I knew that, hey, if I'm patient and I stick with this, you got a good opportunity. You can grow. But you have to stick with it. So I'm just letting you know today, the situation that you're going through, if you find yourself uncomfortable, remember, you don't like the feeling, but this is your opportunity. Our opportunity to expand, to grow, to become better. And it will open doors. It will open doors, but you got to be patient with it. And I tell you this, in the weight room, in fitness, if you want to grow, you have to get uncomfortable. It's not comfortable going through hunger pains at night when you're used to eating a certain way, and now you realize, hey, I can't eat like this anymore. I can't eat late at night. I can't just have, an excessive amount of junk food or desserts. You can't do that. So it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It's not pretty, you know? But it's worth it. If you stick with it, you're gonna see the changes. And I remember when I started to lock in on my nutrition, it was uncomfortable. I felt very weak at the beginning, I remember. And I made some adjustments. For one, I was not taking vitamins properly. And I realized, hey, you're in a calorie deficit, so you need to do this the right way in order for you to do it, in order for you to be able to persevere. So I started taking vitamins, and I saw the difference. Still had the hunger pains, but I started to see how I began to adjust. You know, you begin to adjust to this new lifestyle. And when you start to see the results, oh man, that just brings joy, because you see that it's working. But it takes time. So understand, in order for you to grow, you're gonna have to get uncomfortable. You're gonna have to go through uncomfort. And again, it's like that with exercising. You know, you wanna build muscle, you wanna burn fat, then you're gonna have to, do strength training. You're gonna have to do it, and it will be challenging. And you're gonna be sore the next day, and you're gonna feel tired. If you don't, then you're probably not working out correctly. So yes, you're gonna be sore. Yes, you're gonna feel tired and even exhausted. But through time, if you're consistent, like many people have done out there who have gotten themselves in great shape, if you are consistent, you're gonna see how you're gonna build a beautiful rhythm. You're gonna see how your body's gonna change, your mindset, your attitude, your self-esteem. I mean, it's just a beautiful feeling. You know, when you put on something that didn't fit before, and now it fits nice on you, oh man, that is a wonderful feeling, ladies and gentlemen. Guys and gals, you will feel very good about yourself. So I encourage you today, whatever uncomfort you're going through in your life right now, whatever the situation is, new career, new business you're trying to lift up off the ground, and it is uncomfortable because you're trying to press forward and get this thing to fly and for you to do well. Whatever that is, stick with it. Do not give up. And I also encourage you, put God first in the situation, and you'll see how He will bless the work of your hands, and you will grow. But you got to have patience and understand that this is an opportunity where you can get better. You can expand, you can grow. It will open doors, but you got to persevere. So don't look at uncomfort as a bad thing anymore if you have. I used to look at it that way. It used to bother me so much because I wanted everything easy. And I realized, you know what? It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. You have to persevere and learn to embrace those challenges. I have learned to run toward. You run toward. You know, there's mornings when I get up, I don't feel like working out, especially when it's leg day. Woof! Holy. Pardon me. But when it's leg day and I feel tired, I understand that if I do what I have to do in that session, I don't skip any sets. I do all of them. Afterwards, I feel so good about myself. And I know that I'm conquering, and I know that I'm growing. So I encourage you today, stick with what you're doing. Even if it's bringing right now moments of uncomfort, big challenges, stick with it, please, because you're going to see your results. You will have your reward and your breakthrough, but you got to persevere. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's put God first in our process as we're being challenged, as we are right now perhaps uncomfortable in our process. Let's put Him first, and you will see your breakthrough. You will see how you will persevere and conquer and reach your goals and be successful. And as always, please watch with what you're putting in your body. Watch for what you're eating. Get proper rest. Take care of that mental health. And make time to go to the gym. Have some self-love. So I hope that you all have a very blessed evening. And I will be seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.